football here. We're at week 12, going up against our division, one of our division rivals here, the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is our second time meeting. Whoops, wrong one. Has it? I don't want to view standings. Oh, view schedule. You just go here. So the first time we met the Bengals, we didn't have a good showing. We lost 30-7. It's our biggest loss of the season so far. And now we have them once again. And it looks like we're only going to be playing 3 more games this season. The Bengals, Ravens, or at least spectating. The Bengals we're going to be watching. The Ravens we're going to be watching. And we'll actually kind of see, depending on how these 2 games go. If we don't really have a chance at we'll maybe just watch 1 or 2 more games near the end of the season with some backups in. So we already know how the Bengals play. We have a pretty good run defense, which no, they're not going to score. Jordan. Wait, what? Is Jordan their starting? Is Burrow hurt? I thought there was no injuries for them. Oh no, there was injuries. Burrow's not hurt. Burrow's totally fine then. That says Joe Burrow. I guess this is their scrambling quarterback. Anyways, so I know last time we had a lot of trouble with our deep pass with Jamar Chase. But I mean, it seems like every game we have problems with the deep pass. So I'm actually going to stay short. We're going to verse the short pass. Trey had a great game against us last time. We're going to go blitz counter. Doesn't seem like there's any key injuries into this game. So we're getting Derek Watt and Dan Moore back for this game. We're going to hop straight into it. The only problem is this time around, we are in Cincinnati.
It's a Week 12 rematch in the AFC,
which is making things a little bit more difficult.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season.
Gonna take a sip of my Coca-Cola. Not sponsored.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Time to see this Bengals offense here as they get set for their first drive. And under center, of course,
so it's actually a big game for record-wise.
Joe Burrow.
Because we don't want to fall too far behind. We really don't. 173 yards with 3 touchdowns last game. Wow. Joe Mixon had a game. What is this defensive formation? Oh, that is Bush. I don't think he got the first, but they're going to say he did.
Agreed.
Another handoff here, and this time he's going to break free. So this time around, Joe Mixon is finding a lot of room here. He's tired here, so hopefully they pass it on to him, and we almost picked that off. Maybe we want Joe Burrow to throw it. So yes, Ahkello Witherspoon is out for this game, and he'll be out for a few more weeks. So that's going to lead Cameron Sutton actually as our main corner there, and Emmanuel Mosley on the other side with Levi Wallace in the slot. Don't like this formation on defense that we're calling, but we're going to get to it.
Stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Holding call. It's going to set them back a little bit.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Burrow looking to
And Joe Burrow gets that weird animation there. That's the second time this year that's happened. I don't know why that happens, but we'll take it as long as it doesn't happen to us. We're fine with it. And they run, but Burrow, or not Burrow, Mixon's going to break a tackle. That's actually Samaje Perine on that carry, and Mika Fitzpatrick is down. That wasn't even Mixon. The biggest run of the day is going to go to Perine. That's crazy.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down.
And we're going to get to Burrow. Getting a lot of pressure on Burrow here early on as well, which I'm loving.
He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
And a handoff here, and that's going to be Bush who's going to slow him down and get to him. So a 3rd and 17. Bunch on the top of your screen. Let's go for a turnover here, guys. They're going deep. Mixon wide open, though, but that's not going to be enough. We're going to swallow him up, and that's TJ back in coverage there to make the secure tackle to bring up 4th down. And this should be a easy field goal here to get the first points of the game. So now, my question is Minka Fitzpatrick going to be in the game now, or is he being sidelined for the rest of the game? Because that is huge. That is one of our captains on defense, and it will be quite horrible if we lose him this early. And oh, it looked like we were going to find a hole there and go a long way, but fortunately it didn't happen.
Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up,
and we're going to do the, I don't know why we have that in our playbook with Mitchell Trubisky, the QB draw right away. We run it out of the weirdest situations, and I hate it. And we're going to deep this one out on a 2v1 coverage. And that's going to be, oh my God, almost caught.
They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
Ooh, excuse me.
Take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
And off here, and Mixon's going to break a tackle and go 10 to 11 yards there for a 1st down. And Cincinnati continuing where they left off on offense.
but there also isn't much margin for error for this team.
And over the middle, wide open, and guess who?
A 2-game losing streak could have them.
That's Jamar Chase.
They've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely, there's some sharks smelling blood in the water.
16-yard nab by Chase. Results in a 1st down here. Burrow, under pressure, he's just going to get hit on the throw, and that's going to hit the dirt. So he's 2nd and 10. See if we can do here. 89's wide open down on the drag there, but there is going to be a flag in the backfield. And they're going to call this on Pittsburgh, roughing the passer. We are getting pressure, but that time we got a little bit too much after the ball was thrown away, and 15 yards later. And they're gonna hand this off, and I believe that is Boyd on the 1 yard rush. And that could be picked off. Oh, it's going to be caught still off the helmet of, I believe that was Chase. I'm not quite sure. I believe that was Jamar Chase who didn't see it coming. We could have picked that one off there. We had the opportunity, and we're going to get to Burrow once again. That's his second. Allahu is just, so far, a wrecking ball here on defense. He's going to get his second sack already. So notch up another field goal here. Put this game to 6-0.
So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0. So field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that.
So Cincinnati's kind of reminding us of our offense, as we seem to have pretty good drives, and then we just let it get ruined by having a big sack, and puts us way out of position to get the first, and things like that happen. Najee Harris wide open, but they are just going to swat that one down. Just got to get that out sooner. Can't wait till he gets to the sideline, because then it's just a sideline catch. There's no competition there, and we're going to get sacked. Wow.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long.
I believe his name is B.J. Hill.
They're going to look to throw.
And we're going to get sacked again. Sam Hubbard. Back-to-back sacks now for the Cincinnati defense. So we are in punting formation, as we are not looking good so far in this game.
The drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a
good tackle out there.
On the return. And the offense will take over.
So maybe our defense needs to get a spark here, and maybe we get a turnover or a 3-and-out. We need some sort of spark. And Mixon puts a man to the floor. I believe that's Terrell Edmonds too.
But it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting sixes on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator,
play action. Gonna fire this one out. That could have been intercepted there, but instead we're gonna just knock it down. Even though we're behind the receiver.
Now it's Burrow.
And he's gonna get hit on the throw, and this is gonna be almost caught by Chase there in traffic. But quick 3-and-out there brings up 4th and 4. And Cincinnati's going to punt it for the first time today, and we are not going to have very much spaces. We're going to have to only catch it at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Trubisky tosses this one out, and that's the first catch for Pittsburgh today, and it only comes in the second quarter here, which is not the greatest thing. But nonetheless, it's a catch, first down. Another throw and catch there, and that's depending on the spots, and they're going to call it a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the
Goes right back to Anthony Miller.
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield.
And what happened to the blocking there? Hill just got a huge gap right in the middle of the field, and that was a little too easy.
This time the rush got to him in a hurry. They hand this off to Harris.
And I don't know what we're calling here. This is...
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. From the shotgun.
Now 3rd and 19 here, and we're going to have to huck this one up, and miscommunication. I think either way that ball was out of bounds, uncatchable, but
he's been a busy man here in this first half.
Pittsburgh offense not looking too good at all in this game. We need a spark from our defense. We need a turnover is what we need.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach is talking with his offensive coordinator.
That's off the back of Mixon. He wasn't ready for that one.
I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
On second down now.
Back to Mixon here. He's going to get stuffed up, but after a gain of 4. So a 3rd and 6 situation.
It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks.
See, I think defensively we do have a good defense. We really do. I think we can work on the secondary quite a bit. But, I mean, we do have some DBs on the team that do impress. But speaking of our secondary, T. Higgins, wide open downfield. That brings them inside the red zone now for a 32-yard grab. As I was saying, though, our weakest point on defense, at least this year, is our secondary. Like, we have decent DBs, but we're getting beat on goes. Jamar Chase is wide open.
Throw left side complete to Chase. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
So I think in the offseason, like, getting a young DB and maybe even in the free agency getting a young, and that's a touchdown. Getting a young, as I was saying, getting a young DB and getting a veteran corner as well in the offseason might be a thing we need to look at. Just having that veteran presence there is great. I just feel like we have a lot of youth in our secondary, and it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good for the future. But as of right now, I think we just need that veteran there to kind of help develop these guys, and you know, just really help develop them and not put them into situations where they're going up against top receivers like, you know, DeAndre Hopkins or even Jamar Chase now. I'm going to say in this, because we're going to have to verse Jamar Chase twice a year, and it's not the funnest thing when he's beating you just in jump ball situations.
From the gun, it's Trubisky.
And Trubisky's going to take off, and he's going to pick up the 1st down.
Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. From the 34 now.
But yeah, I feel like we just need to get more bets on this defense. And I think that's going to help us substantially here. And then on the line, I think we need to work on. And I think going into this offseason, yes, we desperately do need a QB, but I don't know if a QB is going to fall to us that we need at our pick, because the 2 top QBs are going within 5. It looks like they're going within 5, and I don't expect them to drop too low, and I don't think we're getting a top 10 pick this season, and that almost was picked off.
And this play is broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So definitely our main goal this year. Oh, that goes in the end zone. Our main goal, I think, is to get a DB. If a quarterback does fall to our pick, great. Or even in the offseason, maybe we pick up somebody, not blow a bunch of money on. I think we definitely want to look at a young quarterback to really have as our foundation, our franchise QB. We want to look for that. And I don't think in free agency we're going to find that. And Mixon is tearing us apart.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Burrow.
And another sack. Well, he's going to break a tackle. Are you kidding me?
Taken down. Stephon Tuitt.
Stephon Tuitt and Cameron Hayward getting to Burrow as they're going to go empty here with 22 seconds remaining on the clock. Hopefully we get a pick here.
Another try after the first down sack.
Oh, we're going to get him.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
This should just be a run and end the half. I don't see us calling a timeout after this play. Well, we do it anyways, because why not?
And now what do you want to do with your timeouts?
Our offense isn't moving the ball, but apparently we think with 9 seconds, well, probably by the time we return it, there's going to be about 2 seconds on the clock. Yeah, we get about 4 seconds. But what are we going to do with this? Are we going to Hail Mary it? We're just kneeing it. So just a waste of a timeout, really.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for him. And now, due to apparent time constraints,
just no need.
We fast forward to the beginning of the
really no need for that.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
So second half starts, and so far not good, as we're not even going to make this to the 20. I do want to pick up a young, fast receiver or running back to have as our new kick returner next season. So maybe a late draft pick just to be our return man. Maybe we'll find a nice receiver with good carrying and pretty good speed as well, just to be our return man. And a hand up. Play action, actually, and that's going to go right back to Harris.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Let's see if we can put up points in this drive. This is hopefully a drive worth mentioning, as the rest so far have not been good. And Harris is going to rumble his way to the 45 of Cincinnati. Good run there, his best run of the day. And another carry, and Harris is just going to be stopped here behind the line.
As he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Trubisky.
And a screen pass there. I don't know what line. Like, yes, I get it. We're trying to get it into Harris's hands, but
that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with running it. We're running it decent, and that's not even going to be close. So another drive gone down the drain unless we go for it here, but we're going to attempt a field goal. Really?
And that is no good.
And it's missed. We actually had the distance to go there. It's just the accuracy wasn't there. So maybe we can make that field goal.
Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
It's about a 59-yard field goal there, but maybe we can kick that.
Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that.
Picked off. Oh, and that could have been big for us.
A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Wow.
Burrow looking to pass.
Burrow 3rd and 4. And we're going to get to him almost there. We're going to just hit him as he throws it, so that ball's just going to be thrown to the dirt as well, and brings up a 4th down here. So defensively, we're playing a lot better.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky.
But fuck, do we ever suck. And that goes in the end zone.
Hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about
So another drive here, and
Charles, they're certainly
see if Mitchell Trubisky can finally get something going, or Harris even, and that's going to be a 9-yard carry. Gets it to the Pittsburgh 29, and only 25 yards from Harris, and that is a huge reason why there is a big 0 on the board. Still gets the first down there as he picks up 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Freiermuth in motion, handoff to Harris, and Harris is going to spin and make a move, and he's out in the open, and that is a great carry as Sam Hubbard is going to be shaken up and head towards the sideline. But what a move by Harris. And we're going to throw that one down to the sideline, and that was close to being picked off. If the DB kept going there, he had a chance. He probably was the only one to have a chance at that catch. That's going to go to Harris for no gain there. One thing I get a little frustrated is with Mitchell Trubisky is he lets the ball, he hesitates and he passes it way too late. That one's just going to be hucked up, and that's going to be caught, and we're going to take it to the house. It's Anthony Miller. What a jump ball. And Miller seems to be a star receiver for us this season.
Extra point put through by Boswell.
He's had the biggest plays for our offense this season in the receiving game.
And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback.
And you just love to see that from, you know, further down in your bench, in your depth, for those types of guys to make big plays. And I just love to see that our stars ain't going to make it happen, apparently. So Anthony Miller says, hey, I want to be a star for this team, and that's going to be almost intercepted there. It does look like we have Minkah Fitzpatrick back in. I haven't seen him quite yet, but I think he is back in, and he is. I do see him there at his safety position, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 1.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
So after we score our last drive, let's see if we can score this drive
the Steeler offense here about ready for their next
and gain the lead.
They turn to Harris
with a run, and he's going to break some tackles, pick up 6.
A gain of 5.
They're going to say it was 5 yards, but I think they're shorting us here with that yardage mark.
And this time not as successful.
And they're going to call it no gain, no way. No, they say it's a gain of 1, but it's okay. These referees need to get their eyes checked here, and Trubisky's in trouble, and he could pick up the first down with his legs, and he's going to break a tackle, and he's going. What a run by Mitchell Trubisky. Are you kidding? Breaks a tackle, goes all the way down the sideline, and gets it into Cincinnati territory. I think he's been watching Najee Harris out there too much. So 2nd and 11 here after a loss for Najee on the shotgun carry. And Trubisky's going to lob this one up, and guess who it is? Anthony Miller once again. Going to catch it at the 5-yard line. What a star for us this season. 4 receptions, 121 yards. And Harris going to run it and pound it to the 2-yard line. Goal line formation here. Expect Harris to get the ball once again. He does, and he gets it to the 1 this time. As we're closing in on this third quarter, as not sure if Pittsburgh's going to run the ball here one more time or the playoff. They're going to run it with Harris, and Harris is just going to walk on in, and that's going to be a tie game and a 1-point lead after the extra point, if good.
The Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
It's up, and that looks to be good. 14-13, Pittsburgh's first lead of the game. And it comes at the start of the fourth quarter here after a kickoff.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
They're going to run one more play before the fourth quarter begins.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a
And now momentum for Pittsburgh is just growing as we're going to enter the fourth quarter here with momentum. 14-13 is your game score for Pittsburgh. Joe Burrow finding his receiver, that is Higgins there, on the sideline. Not a big gain, 3rd and 8 there now. And Cincinnati's offense looking like they're struggling now. And Burrow's going to get tracked down, but he's going to break a tackle and fumble the ball, but they're going to call it incomplete. That is insane. That should be a fumble. I don't think his arm was moving forward. If anything, can we call that intentional grounding? Did he just huck it down to the ground on purpose there?
47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steelers.
Either way, Pittsburgh's football would have been great field position. We're going to have Gentry wide open in the middle of the field there, 10-yard grab. And I like having him as our second tight end there. Seems like when we get him involved, things go great. And speaking of great, that is Najee Harris there as he's starting to rumble and find some daylight here in this fourth quarter now. Approaching midfield, and once again, we're going to find an open target here. And that is, guess who? Anthony Miller once again. 135 yards now on 5 grabs. And Harris is going to break some tackles and chug along his way to get 6. So an empty set here. I'm not sure if I like this call, but we'll see how this pays off. And that's going to be a first down. That's Chase Claypool, and I haven't heard him at all this game. I believe that's his second catch, apparently. And Harris is going to run it here for 10.
15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Shotgun, Trubisky, wide open Harris. Doesn't throw it to him. We're going to dip it out of bounds here. And that's what I mean by the hesitation. Like, you have an open Harris. Hit it to him right away if you're in trouble. Let him work in that open space. Okay, he can get you your yards. You just need to believe in him. Throw it to him short and just get it out there. And we're going to huck this to the end zone. Please don't tell me. Oh, it's Deontay Johnson. I was about to say, do we need to have a discussion on our depth chart of who's going to be number 1? But Deontay Johnson shows that, hey, he's still out here. So we're going to put it to a 21-13 ball game with 6 minutes remaining. And knowing our luck, we do not keep fourth quarter leads there as Devin Bush is going to make a huge hit on the kickoff.
To get going. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown.
First play is going to go to Mixon, as we are just going to get him behind the line at first. That was Jack, the initial tackler. Take a sip out of my drink as Burrow's going to see something in the defense.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
We're bringing pressure, and I love it.
They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Burrow, sideline, and that's going to be caught by Higgins.
Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good.
I think that would have been caught either way if we didn't try to tackle him there, so got to make that catch contested a little bit better, but I mean, he still got there, and that's what is Watt doing.
Dumps it off to Mixon.
And that's not going to go anywhere. We're just going to swallow him up behind the line. That's a loss of 3.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Again, it's Burrow.
And that's Jamar Chase wide open. He could have found him early on, and he's going to find him later. No, it's going to be Mixon. I see he's going to throw off a defender, but take a hit by Bush.
He's brought down on a nice little game. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now it's Burrow.
And they're going to just have to throw this one away, and that's going to be incomplete there. Brings up 4th down.
Excellent coverage there on 3rd.
So 3:42 remaining in this 4th quarter as Cincinnati's going to have to punt it here.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That one sails out.
What a punt on the 9-yard line, they're going to say. It went out.
9-yard line. Nice punt.
So Pittsburgh needing just a field goal to put this slightly out of range here. And good run here by Harris, picking up 12.
The playbook is still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays.
Good spot to go play action here. We'll see what Pittsburgh does. Counter. And guess who? Harris once again. A yard shy of a buck today.
And you still have the lead.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
We're having chew clock on. Oh, Pittsburgh, you're funny. And wait, what is this play call? Why would we risk Mitchell Trubisky fumbling it? QB draws, I'm telling you. Yes, it's a play call to get them off guard. You know, they see 5 receivers set. They're like, oh, shoot, they're throwing it. Don't expect us to run it. We do run it with Trubisky, but I mean, that's a chance to fumble there. You don't want that.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And 3rd and 5, and guess Najee Harris has other plans. Picks up the 1st down, and that might seal it.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively.
Cincinnati down to 1 timeout remaining, and we are at full momentum. Gentry's in motion. Hand off to Harris once again, as expected, and he's going to spin his way a little forward, get that extra yard there.
2nd down.
As Cincinnati calls their 3rd and final timeout here. Another handoff to Harris.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. So here we go, Charles.
So I expect us to kill the clock here and don't snap the ball until around 3 seconds or so. Motion, Gentry. And we're going to be called for a delay of game. And shotgun scares me. Just run the ball, give them no time. Don't do it. Oh, Lord. We're going to pass it here, and we are ending the game right here. Trubisky had other plans, I guess, of his own. So our second meeting with Cincinnati is going to go our way this time, and 21-13, we have a big difference from a 30-7 standpoint on our first meeting to 21-13. It didn't look good in the first half. It really didn't. Looked like it was going to be one of those, another blowout. But we just changed things up in the second half and came out, and things went our way. Trubisky, 213, 2 touchdowns. Harris on the ground had a $122 with a touchdown, and Anthony Miller, the star of today's game. He averaged 27 yards per reception. He also had a touchdown on the day with 5 grabs and 135 yards. Insane.
So for the Steelers,
Jermaine Pratt, middle linebacker, 11 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. Big game for him. Sacks-wise, BJ had 2 wide, big holes, basically, that he just ran through and sacked Trubisky. Sam Hubbard was out for a majority of the game. Looked like the rest there was pretty set in stone, and I think we played a pretty good game of football there against our division rivals. And next week we have another divisional rival game, and that is against the Baltimore Ravens now. So we'll see how that goes here. We're just going to advance the week. So, playoff picture. Let's take a look at this. So, we are the 7th seed as of right now. We're tied with the Bengals for 7-4. And, of course, the Cleveland Browns, the team in our division, number 1 team at 9-3. Really? You're number 1 team at 9-3. Panthers are also 9-3 as well, along with the Cardinals. But the only team we need to worry about, I guess, are the Chiefs, Browns, Titans, and Colts. Those are the top teams that have a chance to be number 1. Whoops. Bengals and Steelers. So, we definitely still have a chance at playoffs. We do. We're in it. We just need to keep winning games, though, because we have the Ravens coming up next, and they're 6-5. They're fighting for a playoff spot as well still. So this is going to be tough. I think we're actually going to do a 2-episoder here. I am going to go defend medium. Or should I go QB scramble? Pass rush. QB more accurate in pocket. Oof, I don't think I want that. You know what, we're going to just go medium pass because I kind of want him to run it a little bit more. Give us a bigger opportunity to pick that ball off. I'm actually going to go run it outside. I'm not going to run it inside to Pierce. I'm going to go run it outside. I think Najee Harris is going to have a little bit more fun out there than he would inside. I think we're going to do a double episoder here. Why not? Let's do it. We're going to switch our uniforms. We want to go all black here. Actually, you know what? We're further in the year. Let's do it. It's time. Going up against our divisional rivals as well. Might as well look a little bit classy here with some old retro uniforms.
Last season, Pittsburgh.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're under.
So opening kickoff here and see how we play against the Baltimore Ravens, as this is our first meeting this year. I believe we play them the last week of the regular season. And already a QB option.
The quick feet by Jackson. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Yikes. And off here, J.K. Dobbs, and he's not going to pick it up.
Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 1 here. And look at this formation. Hands it off, and they're going to pick it up. And I look like he's actually going to have a little bit more room there, but really just ran into a wall. Alex Highsmith being that wall. Shotgun here. And I'm excited to see how Lamar Jackson plays. We haven't seen a passing play quite yet. A lot of running.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 22 carries, 72 yards. And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game.
Another handoff here, and that's going to be another 1st down, as Dobbins seems to be having an easy time here. And another option play. He's going to get smoked, though, and that is by Edmonds.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson.
First passing play, and
that ball caught. It's Mark Andrews.
Going to find his tight end there on the outside. And Mark Andrews has been a good, reliable target for him in the past. And why not go to him in the future? And Gus Edwards going to run it for 6 yards here.
Cincinnati.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire
Dobbins,
game.
oh, he's going to be hit in the backfield, and that's another time that Alex Highsmith gets in that backfield. He's been, so far, a nice presence already on this first drive.
It's Jackson.
Play action. He's got some time. He's going to throw it deep, and we're going to just get there to knock that ball loose. Great defense, and this is a long field goal here, but Justin Tucker, he's been in situations like this before, and look at that. Can you say there is another kicker that could possibly win the MVP other than Justin Tucker? That man makes that position look just so important, which they are, but he just brings it to a new level of importance. He can kick it from 60, possibly even 70. Who knows?
They can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 24.
But that man is a freak. Definitely a future Hall of Famer for sure.
He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league.
And speaking of future Hall of Famer,
but at the same time, if the
Najee Harris, 11-yard reception. And they're going to go right back to him, this time in the rushing department. He's going to pick up 3 yards there. Brings up 2nd and 7. Shotgun. Bunch at the bottom of your screen there. Najee wide open. Do we pass it to him? We do. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. Maybe a good time for play action or just hand it off to your big back Harris. And they do just hand it off. And he's going to pick up the 1st down and some more. Breaks free, and he's going to get it past the 40-yard line of Baltimore. What a carry. What a monster. That is such a tough man to bring down, and it's not somebody you want to see in the open field. And my cat has a sock in his mouth that he got in my drawer, apparently. And that is very weird to see. He's just walking around with it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky.
Anyways, Trubisky. Nice grab here. Miller almost finds his way into the end zone there, as he was our star last game, getting over 100 yards receiving, as he picks up 16 here on this carry. Empty formation here. I don't know what the heck we're doing, but Looked like we had an open curl route on the left side there. I'm not sure why we would try to fit it into that top right corner of the end zone, but I think Trubisky's done weirder things before as Najee Harris spins his way through into the end zone. And that's the thing we love about him. You know what? If you have a running back that can break off the first initial tackler, it's just that much better, that much more reliable when you're running him, especially near goal line. You break one tackle in the goal line, especially, you're in. You're in. You know, especially near the outside, it's just a corner or a DB or a safety. And running backs just love to go up against them. They love to just run through them, especially if you're a big back like Najee Harris. You're just going to run right through them. You're going to run around them. And that's why I love having that big, strong, balanced back. Just because he could do things like that, and it's fun to watch. J.C. Treader injured on the play. Mark Andrews catches that ball for 4, and okay, Cat's going to try to climb the couch.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
So, new set of downs here. Shotgun. Lamar adjusting his armband there, and he's going to pass this over the middle, and guess who is reliable target once again? Mark Andrews. The start of the second quarter here. 2nd and 4. Bunch at the bottom of your screen. Baltimore gonna look to pass it. Finds his target and picks up the first down. Shot Bateman there, the speedster. Going against the speedster, Levi Wallace. And JK's going to be just held in check there as he maybe picks up one. 2 tight end set here. Handoff, Dobbins, and he's going to be swallowed.
Getting it to about the 46. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Another bunch, this time at the top of your screen.
Now it's Jackson.
And Jackson's going to be met in the backfield. Stephon Tuitt is going to be the man to bring him down, and that's going to bring up a 4th and long situation.
And back deep, Gunnar Olszewski. Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
So I think what I had, my expectations at the beginning of the year, I honestly did not think we would have. I thought we would have a playoff chance. This season is going almost exactly as planned. I think we're going to have the chance. What a nice throw and catch there. That's Deontay, isn't it? No, I think we're going to have a great chance to make playoffs, but I feel like we're just going to shoot ourselves in the foot in the last week. And what are you doing? Just stay in the pocket. I think we're going to just shoot ourselves in the last week of the regular season where it's going to come down to the wire, and that's kind of my expectations. Like, we have a really good division. It's tough already. You know, Cleveland basically has a huge jump on all of us. I think they're only actually a two or three game now above us, which isn't a lot, but I mean, when you're getting close to the end of the season, like, losing a game is that much more bigger now at this point. Is that a first down? It is. Wow, we came back from that 2nd and long situation sack. A nice handoff here, and Harris going to pick up a good amount. But yeah, at the start of the season, I just thought we would have, obviously, our ups and downs, and this season is going exactly how I thought. We're in the position, I think, that we... Well, you're going to get absolute smoke there. But I see us, if we make playoffs, I won't be surprised. If we miss playoffs, again, I won't be surprised. it'll just be a bonus if we make playoffs. I think, especially with our quarterback situation going on, Mitchell Trubisky being the guy to move forward with this season, and he's done all right. But I definitely think that that's a position we're going to need upgrading, rather this year or next year. Is that at the 1? No, it went in the end zone. And then defensively, I think that they're playing great. I think that our secondary needs some work, though, of course. I feel like we got our safeties down for a while. I think we solidified that. And we're good at the safety position on both sides with having Fitzpatrick. Even have Joseph to drop in there once in a while, but Edmonds, I think, is going to remain as our safety. We signed him for a nice contract. I believe it was a 4-year contract. So we're pretty excited and happy about that. But it's just our corner situation. I just want like that veteran presence there. I want that big-time corner that can just lock up, a main DB. Right now we don't have that on the squad. We have, individual DBs who can take their shot at a great receiver, but am I going to be in hopes that one individual is going to lock down a big-time receiver? No, I don't have that hope. But definitely good DBs all around. Just, I think when it comes down to it, and we're versing a receiver, let's just put DeAndre Hopkins at the stead. Like, we're just going to get beat one-on-one against DeAndre. And that's tough, because then you have to double him and you leave open space elsewhere, and that's where you can really find out who's a second star on a team at the receiver position, is really double covering DeAndre or their top receiver in general, just anybody's top receiver, and leave that open space as if he got that off.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling and happy.
So I do want to, we are probably going to skip a few games after this one. I think we're skipping about 3 games, and we might have the last 2 games of the season we might be playing. Depends on the situation of our playoffs hope. I think no matter what, we are going to be playing the last game of the season against Baltimore. And if we don't have our playoff chance, then you're going to be seeing our backups, and I think Cole McDonald or Mason Rudolph. I think Mason Rudolph will take the start. I don't want to see anything too embarrassing. I kind of just want us to at least compete, and Cole McDonald not having any sort of NFL experience, I don't think I want to throw him in the regular season against a team that potentially could that could potentially be a playoff team and just its full force. So don't want to do that to that man's career. It wouldn't be good for his morale. And that's going to be caught. 4th down, though. But I'm excited to see the offseason. I do want to see who the quarterbacks are. We are going to be looking at some contracts, maybe off-camera or even on-camera. We'll see whose contract's ending, who hasn't been signed. Maybe near the end of the playoffs there, we'll see who's not been signed yet. Hey, we could potentially see some quarterbacks who are going to hit free agency and may want to join the Pittsburgh Steelers. There are some quarterbacks in the draft that I do have an eye on, but the thing is, where we're looking to finish the year, probably mid-table, there doesn't seem to be a quarterback to our liking at that spot. It's rather we're going to need a drop or reach for one, or trade up for one. And I don't think I want to do either one of those. Is that caught? Was that caught? What a grab.
As they'll stop
Oh my God, what a grab. That is insane.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts.
Yeah, but we're obviously going to see maybe some late round quarterbacks, maybe like a third or fourth quarterback that we can have as a backup. Maybe eventually start. We'll see their talent, see where they're at. You better call timeout here, guys. Oh my God, not with 16 seconds though. Do it with like 9 so you could just kick the field goal. I feel like you guys are going to be stupid here and waste points. I don't want that. Don't hit it to Harris. Don't hit it to Harris. Don't hit it to Harris. I didn't hit it to Harris. But that's going to be the end of the half, and we're not even going to get points. Oh. One more. And that's picked. Are they getting points here? Oh my God. Really? Really, Trubisky? Really, Pittsburgh, by the way? Let that clock run, hit the field goal. No, but instead we're going to throw a pick 6 right at the end of half.
And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. So an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes.
But yeah, I don't see Trubisky being our quarterback next season. Maybe we'll see if we can work out a contract with him just to kind of be our backup. But I feel like what he's offering is definitely not going to be what we're going to be accepting at all. He's going to have to take a huge pay cut, especially the year that he's having. And I feel like if he doesn't re-sign with us, then I don't see him playing on a NFL squad next season. But you never know. Maybe we sign him to a 1-year contract, get a low trade to him during the offseason. I feel like a few teams would like to have him. It's just what he's offering is a little silly.
It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
There is a few QBs who I thought about trading for, young QBs that I feel like would be a nice fit for us. But I don't want to give up too much. Especially, with some draft picks that we have and everything. And but if things don't fall our way and we don't want to force draft a position because a guy looks really good and he's at the top of the leaderboard, but we don't necessarily need him. We're not going to go out and draft him just because he's just going to sit on our bench, especially running back, right? In the first round, we're not drafting a running back in the first round. There's no need for it, especially if they're at the top of the leaderboard. There's really no need for it. So maybe we trade down, we get another first-round pick next year. And that's kind of maybe how our first pick goes this season. Looks like we're going to just have to take a bullet here in the draft if things don't go our way. It's just very awkward. Usually I like picking in the middle, but it's really just 2 receivers I'm interested in that are going to fall in the middle-ish. And one of the other receivers dropped a 32nd actually recently. And it looks like he might even drop to the 2nd round, which I don't think I would get him in the 2nd round, especially if I'm mid-table. But it's something to look at for sure. It's that Quincy guy. I forgot his name. Quincy something. Big run by Lamar Jackson on the option.
operating.
Miami wins without Tyreek Hill.
First and 10 at the 38. An option handoff here to Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watch an option here.
Now it's Jackson.
Oh, Mark Andrews could be open, but no, they're going to
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
find another target here, wide open over the middle. That's Bateman.
The Steelers 18.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion.
And Lamar Jackson touchdown. Wide open. Should have done QB contain.
Lamar Jackson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go.
And another thing we need to worry about, too, is Hayward's kind of coming close to, you know, the end of his career. And now we need to replace an end with him. So maybe if an end that falls, because we did see an end that we liked that was near mid-table. And if he falls to us, of course, we're going to pick him up. If not, it's not my favorite thing to go with a receiver in round 1 normally, just because they're so replaceable. But, you know, maybe we do, and maybe we give away a receiver. I don't know. Maybe Chase Claypool gets thrown in the trading block. Or Deontay Johnson gets thrown into the trading block. Like, we don't know exactly yet.
But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
Good pass and catch there.
He will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down.
And what a bullet. Almost caught there. That's going to be popped out last second there by the Baltimore defender.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. It's brought in by Harris.
See, I feel like we're relying a little bit too much on Trubisky so far this game. And I just want to see more Harris. The game plan was to run it outside, and I haven't seen too much of that. We're going to huck this ball up. And that's going to be incomplete.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 37 yards.
So this game's not looking too good now. We have that, if we didn't have that fucking first half interception pick 6, would have been fine, and that could be almost interception if TJ Watt turned. He could have actually had the pick. Our corner could have also had the pick, but TJ Watt had the better chance at it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
It's going to be hucked up and out of bounds there. That's definitely not caught.
Not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That's a man who we haven't really seen at all this game is Brown. And that's going to be hucked up and right back to Brown.
He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offense.
Find our tight end here, and he's going to pick up nice with that second effort there as Pat is going to pick up 7. Freiermuth is definitely a good target. We like the short down situation. I do want a vertical type tight end.
It's Harris.
And good run there by Harris, by the way. But I do want a vertical type tight end. And we could look for one later in the draft. But I mean, that would be like a 7th round speed tight end. Because we have Gentry. Like, we're pretty good at tight end. Like, if it falls to us in the 6th or 7th round, cool, we'll pick it. Or maybe we get a receiver and move a big receiver. If we find a big receiver, we can maybe move one to tight end.
Here's Trubisky to throw.
And speaking of downhill running, Gentry. We were just talking about vertical type tight ends.
Boswell for the extra point.
And Zach Gentry, right before the beginning of the 4th quarter, going to catch, break a tackle, and go all the way. And that is a huge reason why I did want him in the 2nd spot at tight end. I do want to see him on the field. I feel like he is a good presence out there. He can block, he can run, and those are usually the top tight ends in the league. Ones that can block, run, you know, catch, pass, just do everything out there.
First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first.
Probably play middle linebacker, corner, safety, D-line. They could play any position. Lineman.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Pretty even for pass run situations here, 2020. Jackson finds his receiver early. Just a quick slant there. I gotta actually go grab my stop thing watch here. I'll be right back.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll go again with Dobbins. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team.
We're back here. I do have a football game actually within an hour, so I'm kind of hoping
I think they need him, and this is his
that
now it's Jackson.
the end of this 4th quarter is...
That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get
kind of see how this goes here.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Jackson on 1st down. Open man is Duvernay. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They run the option on 2nd down. He'll have a 1st down.
And big run by Lamar Jackson once again. Been killing us in the running department.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Lamar Jackson's got his X factor, and just like that, 2-possession game once again.
Devin Duvernay, his 4th touchdown on the year.
My goodness.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off with a
defensively, we just need to play a little bit better.
Following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now
We're going to see how the remainder of this game goes. It's not looking too good.
You're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky.
And that's hurting a little bit.
Tyus Bowser in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky, and this one's incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. And this pass broken up.
Well,
The contact
that's the story of this game.
And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on
4th and 15, literally the ball game.
Trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Trubisky.
And deep this one out. What a catch. What a throw, first of all, for the first.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10.
Still got a game on our hands then after that catch.
In the 4th quarter, they felt
Let's see how long it lasts.
and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would
Another
find,
1st down.
plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky.
Another 1st down.
Sims, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
We're marching here.
Again, it's Trubisky. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
We're moving the ball. We just need to do that tad bit better.
2nd down. Trubisky.
Just put this in the end zone already. And we're running it. And we're going to take a shot. I don't know where the heck Trubisky thought he was going. 2-minute warning, and we're down by 2 possessions. 14-point game.
So the Steelers with the football.
Empty backfield.
They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Risky hucking it to the end zone, and that's still remaining Pittsburgh football.
Very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15.
I mean,
it's 1st and 10.
Game's not over.
Now Trubisky. That's
Out of bounds.
wide to
There you
Harris.
go.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll make it 2nd down. Now Trubisky to throw.
Good catch. I didn't get out of bounds.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. From the gun on 3rd.
I want to use those timeouts there. And that's a touchdown. Anthony Miller.
This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure
This guy's a beast right now. I'm telling you, this guy's a beast this season.
They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum. And even
Onside kick, and they're going to recover.
Downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
We had 3 timeouts. I mean, I don't blame us for onsiding it, but I mean, with 3 timeouts, I mean, you could just kick that one deep and just
Exactly right. They had to attempt it.
pray.
But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On 1st down, Dobbins.
Timeout.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
Thing is, they have a
The
guy
Steelers
named
use
Justin
the first of
Tucker
their
who's
3
just...
timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's dropped
Another
just
timeout
before
here.
the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They run once more with Edwards. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this
this is
crowd.
the game right
Now
here.
the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative type game, they attacked, right?
So a tough loss there. Puts us to the bottom of our division and out of the playoffs for now. So we're going to sim a few games here. I think we're going to sim. So we'll kind of do a little bit of simming here. So we're going to sim this. Yeah, Harrison Smith. Wouldn't be a fun guy to play against. Actually, let's do a little bit of negotiations here. Everything besides the salary. We're going to put it to 2.3 then. There you go. Mitchell Trubisky, I know I offered you a trash contract, and it's not going to get any better. I think free agency will be better for me in the long run. I think it would too. Test free agency. We're going to only put you up by 1. Salary needs improvement. So we're going to skip this week going up against the 4-8 Vikings. And we're going to get a big win here to go to 8-5 and tie with the rest of our division. View playoff picture first of all, and our whole division except us. So that was a huge loss against Baltimore in Week 18. Yikes. That's all I'm going to say. And Emmanuel Mosley, the guy who we made a trade for, is having a breakout. So I want to get Miles Jack. Oh, these are all really good players to level up here. We're going to go Anthony Miller. We're going to go... we're going to go deep threat. We're going to go Levi Wallace. We're going to go man-to-man with him, of course. And then the man, Emmanuel Mosley. We're going to go man-to-man as well. Jumping. I like the jumping. Because we've been losing in a lot of those. So 8-5 Titans, I think we're also going to simulate here. I think we're going to move all the way to the Browns game, depending on our record. So let's simulate this week now against Tennessee, 8-5 versus another 8-5 squad. And we are going to take the victory in that one. And Bengals are going to fall last. But does that put us in the playoff picture now? It does, as number 6, the 6th seed. And we got Kansas City here. Breakout player. Did Emmanuel Mosley do it? And I'm finally starting to see he did. So the man we traded for gets his breakout, ends up being star development now. And I think this trade worked out for us way better than it worked out for the Niners. Yes, they get a young running back, but we get a star DB at this point. Kansas City. I think I'm going to simulate this game as well. And we're just going to play the last 2 weeks, the 17 and 18. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Fatigue. Oh shit, louder milk. We're going to go run stopper. Block shedding +3. That's good. I mean, I wish there was more stuff, but I mean, that's good. Returning from injury, Ahkello Witherspoon. Speaking of Ahkello Witherspoon, then, we are going to manage our depth chart, and I think we are moving up Emmanuel Mosley. So I think we're going to move it up like this. Just like that. Alright, we're going to simulate this week, go up against the Browns. Hopefully get a big win against Kansas City, and we lost. Playoff picture. But we're not out. We're still the 6th seed. Broncos. Are you kidding me? Broncos are in the playoffs? They were like 0-5. They're 9-6. What the heck happened? I gotta look at some of these records now. So Colts had an unbelievable season. Panthers, for some reason, had an unbelievable season. Dolphins with Tyreek Hill. I mean, yeah. Chiefs had a good season. Cowboys had a pretty good season. Giants had a great season. Broncos, Lions had a great season. Washington had a pretty good season. Seahawks, 7-8. I mean, not bad. Jaguars also 7-8. Eagles 6-9. All right, all these teams here, 6-9 for the Texans. 49ers and Rams. I don't know what the heck happened to you guys this year. I thought the Jets were really good at first, and then they just kind of ate the dust. So we have 2 big games coming up. Next time, I think we're going to do a doubleheader next time we do our next episode. We're going to verse the Browns again, and we gave them one of their 5 losses. Oh, no, we didn't. I believe they beat us in the dumbest fashion possible, if I remember that. Yeah, they did. I remember. It was supposed to go to overtime, beating them all game, so that's a game that we're looking for a little bit of revenge on. But we got 2 divisional opponents coming up now, and they're both ahead of us in the standings, so this is going to be, I'm telling you, this is what I called. We're probably going to beat the Browns, and then we're going to lose to the Ravens. I'm calling it now, but that's going to be the end of this one.